The man pulled out a gun, shot the supermarket's glass, and casually walked in to grab whatever he wanted. Why was he so bold? Because he was the last human on Earth. In 2019, an unknown virus outbreak caused mass deaths across the planet. Phil realized he was the only one left in the entire city, so he drove his RV searching for other survivors.
Hello? Hello? Hola? Bonjour? Chinese hello?
However, after a thorough search, he found no one alive. He wrote, "Tucson has survivors" on a road sign and drove back to his hometown. With the world seemingly empty, Phil drove straight to a luxury neighborhood and picked the best villa for himself. He began decorating his new home, a massive dinosaur fossil on the table, a billion-dollar painting next to the toilet, and even an Egyptian pharaoh's coffin and Van Gogh's artwork as part of his collection. At night, Phil prayed to God in his robe, asking for a woman to be sent to him. Then he started living life to the fullest. He played bowling outside, but when regular bowling got boring, he stacked fish tanks as pins, slammed the car brakes, and let the bowling ball slide out, smashing the tanks to pieces. Eventually, he even used cars as bowling balls. However, after the excitement faded, Phil's face was filled with loneliness. Days passed, and on his birthday, as he looked at the cake before him, he couldn't help but reminisce about the past, when life was humble but surrounded by friends and family. Now all his loved ones were gone. In frustration, he began complaining to God.
Hey, I get it. Nobody's coming. You're not giving me anybody. Well, guess what? I don't even care. I don't need people. Okay, I can make it work on my own. Watch me. Watch me.
5 months later, Phil had become almost like a beggar. His mansion turned into a dump, and the swimming pool became a cesspool. What was once a dream life had turned into endless torment. He was so lonely that he even mimicked scenes from Cast Away, drawing faces on all his balls and talking to them every day. Despite owning the world, Phil grew increasingly unhappy. He remembered a female model he had once met, so he smashed a store window and tried to strike up a conversation with a mannequin. But accidentally, he ripped off its arm, shattering his fantasy. Finally, Phil felt life was no longer worth living. Being alone was too much to bear, so he spray painted his epitaph on a boulder in the countryside and planned to end his life by crashing his car. But at the last moment, he slammed on the brakes because in the distance, he saw a wisp of smoke. It meant there was another survivor. Phil rushed over and indeed found signs of human life. Then a woman's voice came from behind. Overwhelmed with emotion, Phil fainted on the spot.